Hello everybody, welcome to the iMovie tutorial on video editing. To access iMovie, you might have it on your desktop, like right here as I do. If not, just go to your magnifying glass in the top right, type in iMovie, and the application will pull up. Double click on it for it to open up. If you've never used iMovie before, you'll get a startup screen. You'll just have to go through a couple inputs there. But I have a bunch of projects in this section, but really all you have to do is hit File and hit New Movie. You might also have to click My Movie under the Project Media section right there. And there we go. This is our hub to do our video editing. So to import any media, what you can just simply do is click on this button here. And I can either access things from my desktop or my Google Drive along with other document files. So I'm just going to scroll down on my desktop. I want this. I'm going to hit Import Selected. And I just imported a video of mine. This area is where I import all my media. So I can check my video really quick there. And anything highlighted in yellow is something you're controlling. Right here, this is the preview screen. I can play it from here and see my progress. And I can also scale it up and see it full screen anytime I want to review. It's just a review screen, so you know how things are going. The place where you actually edit the video is down here. So you can drag all your media down there. So I'm going to literally click and drag this video down here, and that clip is in there for me now. All my enhancements can be done here. Additionally, if I want to import photos, I can. So I have some on my desktop. I want to import this. Just hit import. And there we go. You'll see there's a little photograph icon with it, noting that it's a photograph. I can also click and drag from my desktop quite easily too. So you can use whatever you want. So those photos are there anytime I want to use them. I would just have to drag them down. Okay, so this is my whole clip, but if I want to spread it out so I can see individual frames a lot easier, I can spread the clip settings here. I just do it like doing a little bit because it gets a little overwhelming spreading it out, the frames so far apart. That's the beginning of my video, and I can scroll from the beginning. I have like a little timeline on there, so I can scroll all the way to the end too. My clip is highlighted in yellow right now, as you can see. That means that's active, and that's what I can edit. I have to click on something and make it active in yellow to edit it. So if I click on audio here, this is my control center. This is where I can import music if I have it in my iTunes. Sound effects, they have a lot of sound effects here. You can pick from a bunch of things. Some things are songs. Let's just try it out. You can try out and see what it sounds like right there. And then there's GarageBand if you put anything on GarageBand. We'll also get into titles. Titles are great. It breaks up your space and tells the kids what you're doing. So you can actually click on a title area and preview through it to see what it does. Titles can happen before video, in video, and all that. You can also apply backgrounds, and transitions are excellent. You'll be using this a lot. Transition is when you want to go from maybe one clip of a video to another to have a nice result, and you can have a lot of fun and creativity with this. So you'll see me using these as well. There's a lot of options in here. Okay. Now, so if I click on here above my preview screen, there's going to be a lot of other options I can do. So I'm going to get into that right now as well. So if I click on the left one here, this is about adjusting lighting and color. So I can adjust like skin tone if there's with my hands. I can reset it. I can adjust the white balance, and here on the second paint palette I can adjust saturation levels if I want to go black and white or to a lot of potent color in my video. It depends. Sometimes you can overexpose or underexpose a video, and this can help you achieve some better results. This is the crop tool on the third. There's three options: fit, crop to fit. So if I wanted to actually cut down my video space, be a little more close up for my clip, I can. So I can get rid of some of that extra space in my video that I didn't really need. So it's okay if you video a little further away. This right here is the Ken Burns style one, so it can do a zoom in over time. So you can start really close up in your video and then zoom back. So it has a start and stop feature. So I can start in there and I can end about right there. And I click return, and I'll show you how it starts. So it starts up close, my video like this, and it recedes back to wherever I want it to. It can move left to right, right to left. If it's a long clip, it'll take a long time to kind of fade to that. If it's a short clip, it can go quite quickly. You can also rotate a video. Say you took it horizontally and it was supposed to be vertically, you can switch it on the fly. So the crop tool is excellent to play around with adjusting your video. There's also, if like you had a shaky video, it would you can click on fixing the shake to a certain degree there. And also, you can always reset anything you do, reset any modification. Audio, say you didn't want to hear any of the noise that you had in there because you're going to do a voiceover, you can click off all the audio in your video. Or you could also, if you want all the audio in your video, you can click so other audio is lower, especially if you put background music. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. You can also mess a lot with your audio effects here. Here's the speed function. So if I want my video to go twice as fast because I want it, or twice as slow, or 10% slower, I can do that. You can also have it go in reverse if you want. So it has some presets: 2 times the speed, 4 times, 8 times, 20. But if you select custom, you can do any speed adjustment you want. So you can have a 10-minute video be turned into a 5-minute video. See right here, this tells you how long your video is and like where you are when you're working through it. If I do 2 times the speed, see how my time changes, and so on. So in the custom feature, I could just put in like 300 if I want it 300 times the speed. Yeah, I can always reset that anytime to normal. And my normal video here is 12 minutes long. Another option is I can click here, and that gives me a bunch of like video and audio filters, so you can see if that works for you. It's fun to try them out, if you want to have a little bit of a change. There's like X-ray and comic style. For some videos it might work, other ones it's not even worth it. And I've never really used this. This is an audio feature, so you can make things echo. You can change the sound of your voice. It like has a synthesizer. It's pretty cool. The last it's just information about your video. It gives you how long it is, maybe how big of a file it is, and so on. Okay, so that covers like some of those tools, and we'll get into that in a second. So again, my clip is highlighted in yellow, but I want to split my clip up, meaning I have one part that's about doing the basic outlining of a cartoon face, and then I start enhancing it with thicker lines and shading. I want to separate those two stages of the drawing. So I want to find where I stop doing my basic line work, and it's about right here on the clip. I'm looking for it. See that vertical white line is when I click the space bar, or I can click the space bar to move that on and off, and I can hit modify wherever I want, and I can hit split clip to wherever I want to split the clip. That allows me to create transitions, and I'll show you in a second, because I'm going to have a part 1 and a part 2 in this video. I can also make one of the clips faster than the other, so all that video I had doesn't all need to be the same speed. I can have one part 4 times the speed, another part 2 times the speed. So I'm just adjusting my clips here. If you see a rabbit icon appear on your video clip, it means you increase the speed on it. It's just a little icon to remind you of that. If you ever see one of a turtle on it, it means you slowed it down. So I'm going to switch to my title options, and I'm going to select this one. I'm going to click and drag it in between those two clips, and you'll see it in blue, that means it's a title. So I'm just going to let it play, and you'll see that it switches to this title. Well, how do we edit that? I'll show you how to do that right now. Click on it, let it be in yellow, then double click on the preview screen, and it's like editing software in Microsoft Word. So I'm going to type in part 2, highlight that, and type in anything I want. I think I'm going to put like enhancing line, and then click return. But I could also have some, I can adjust the size of the font to be a little bigger or smaller. I can hit B for bold, and right here I can select colors. So if I want it to be yellow. So let's just play that again. You'll see it switches to there and switches back. Now we're going to talk about transitions. So I'm going to hit transition. I want to put a transition between my title and the end and beginning of the next video. It just creates a more seamless, smoother effect, so it doesn't just jump right into the video. This is more for aesthetics, but I like to create that. iMovie gives you the benefit of that. Try different ones. If you don't like something when it's highlighted in yellow, just click the delete button, and then we'll delete it off the editing area. See, I don't really like that one, so I deleted it. I like the fade to black a lot. It's just more elegant. It's just smooth. It's quick and dirty. It works pretty well. Any type of title, if I want to make it 10 seconds long or 5 seconds long, you don't want it to be a fast title. You click on it, and then you can click and drag it to extend it. Also, if I want a transition to be longer, I can make it 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 10 seconds. You can try different speeds of it. You'll find what works best for you, but usually 1 second for a transition is good. I'm going to go to the front of my video clip, the very front beginning of my video. I'm going to throw a transition and a title in there, just like I just did. I'm going to type in part 1. And again, just clicking and highlighting and then typing what I want. Then you can adjust the size and the color of it, even the font. You have those options. So I like it bold. Give it a color. There we go. So there's my clip. Now, if I think that's too fast, I can definitely extend that title of part 1 to be 8 seconds long, 10 seconds long. So I'm just taking a look at my video and see if I have to go a little faster with it. So I select that clip. I'm going to go to custom and then type 300 times the speed, so 3 times as fast. And I think that works for my students to view in the process. You don't want to go too fast, for them not to pick something up, but you don't want to go too slow to kind of lose their interest. Now selecting the crop feature for this clip, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit because I can be a little bit tighter. So, I don't need all that background in my video. So this is where you can really be finicky and pay attention to what your video is telling you and what you want it to say as you move forward. Say I want to use a picture, and I want to show the students a picture like while the video is going on. There's a lot of ways to do it. I clicked and dragged it right above the clip where I want kids to start seeing the picture. So sometimes iMovie selects a way to show the picture right away. Well, I don't like that. So I'm going to click on the picture, highlight it in yellow, and I'm going to go to the crop feature, and I can see that iMovie did that. Well, I want to fit the whole image on, so I'm going to hit fit. Now if you see it, it's just going to switch right over to that. Well, what if I wanted to show my video and that at the same time? There's a feature that pops up to the left there. That's for picture adjustment. So what I can do, I can do a transition with it there, where it's kind of fading in and out. But what if I wanted to do like picture in picture or put it side by side with my video? I can also expand it out. So again, I just stretched that image out a little more to go maybe 10 seconds long. I'm going to select the side by side feature here. So when it comes here, it can switch and you can see my video and show that at the same time. I can also choose to slide the image in so it's a more natural transition. How do I do that? Right there. I can switch the position of it, top to bottom, right to left. But if I slide it, it just creates a nice, so if I slide it, it takes maybe a 2 seconds to happen. Watch the difference. It kind of jumps in. It's kind of a little fast still, so I'd probably go a little bit slower so it's smoother. Picture in picture is great. I can throw that anywhere I want and put it alongside the video so it can be really small. I can give it a border right here for a deep outline and even a shadow so it has a little drop shadow to it. Creates a really nice sophisticated look. That's kind of nice, isn't it? How it just pops in like that. And then it will just, you can extend it as far as you want, then have it leave. If you want that image to be on there for 3 minutes, you can. If you want it for 10 seconds, you can. It's up to you. Okay. So as I look through my video, I'm just paying attention, seeing how it kind of flows. What if I want to take a still of an image, like right here? I want to actually take a picture of that because maybe I want to use a photo from part of my video clip. I can do that. I want to keep that. I select that export button right there and I give it a title. I'm going to export it to my desktop and I click save. So you just find where you want it on the video, on the clip, and then you can export it. It even tells you that it exported it. So if I move my iMovie screen away, you'll see I have it on my desktop now. On preview, I can actually throw a box around it, select tools and hit crop, and I can trim it down as well. And now that's saved on my desktop. And if I want to import it, click and drag, and there you go. I can put that somewhere on my video. It can be part of my title so they can see like the finished product right in the beginning. Especially if I didn't take photos of my work that I videoed, this is excellent to have as an option. Okay, so again, I'm working through, checking out my video, seeing how it flows. I can split a clip anytime I want. So right there, I wanted to split my clip. I'm just going to show you another transition just for fun. Here, I'll try the mosaic option. Again, if you don't like one, you just click in yellow, delete it, throw another one in there. Oh, that went really fast. What if I wanted it slower? Let's try 3 seconds. Now the transition takes a little bit longer. Testing these things out, kind of trying to gain a flow for it is the most important thing for the video editing experience. Like pretend you're the student watching, like how do you capture their attention the best way? You gotta kind of think like a director of a movie. If you want to do an audio clip, like a voiceover, there's a microphone button there. You click on that, and then you press the red button there, and it actually does a countdown, and you can just start talking into it. And then a video file pops up when you're done, when you click stop, and you can listen to what it has to say. So an audio file. An audio file is always green. If you want to use it, great. If you don't want to use it, you can delete it. Also, if you had some background noise from your video that you took, like I said, you can silence that and just let your voiceover do the work in terms of the audio. You can also move these sliders. Say you wanted your voiceover to kind of go away over time. These sliders, what they do is like I'm gonna make myself start like loud in this voiceover I did, but peeling that back makes the voice just go away before the end of the clip. That might be nice if you want a voice to just kind of drift away. Or if like you had a song in there and you want the song to kind of just fade away, that's how you can do it. You can fade in and fade out like that. You can also, if you don't want an audio clip or a picture up there on, you just highlight it, and click delete. But you can also move it wherever you want under the videos to put that audio clip wherever you want. But I just deleted mine. I don't want it. And if you don't want the master one, because whatever you record or put on, it goes in the media section. If you don't want that, you can delete that too from up there if you don't want confusion. I'm just going around making sure I go to my clips, and I'm silencing all my audio on it because maybe I'm going to do a big voiceover. I don't want to have that like jumbled sounds from maybe me drawing or the fast forwarding happening. What you could also do is take one of your titles and say you want to actually put it into the video. You just click and drag it like I did the photograph before, so it hovers over the area of the video, and you select one of the options for the type of title you want. You can hit return, you can kind of center it. Some don't allow you to do a certain feature, but you find the one that works. I'm going to select the color, just like I did before for titles. Select the font size and everything. So say I'm just going to put it here. It's a horrible spot, but I'll just go with it. Hard to read. I can stretch out the clip too. So if I have it highlighted in yellow, I can drag the end. I can make it last for 10, 12 seconds if I want. But that's great when you're talking to the kids and you want to give them some specific information, but not like cut away from the video. It's a great way to interlace some information in there while they're watching the video. If you want to save the image, you go to go to projects, click on that, just give it a name, and it saves in your project area. If you click back to your video, you have an option to upload, and you can upload it to YouTube, a couple other options. I do export file. I typically give it a title here. You can change your video format, how good of a quality you want. It tells you how big your video is, and then you click next. And right here, you'd give it a title. I'm going to save it on my desktop, and you can click save. And that's how you create the videos, and you can always come back and edit them, which is nice. Good luck, everybody.